So, welcome back guys. I was actually going through my notes today in an attempt to write some new jokes, and in the past couple of months I just realized that we've been through some crazy shit. Now I usually take notes of what happens within the world to try to make jokes out of it, and as I was going through my notes I just uncovered 5 insane things that happened during the pandemic season, and I wanted to share them with you guys. Now if this is your first time here, please do drop me a like and subscribe, and let us go on with the 5 insane things that the pandemic brought us. Now the first one is actually right at the start of the pandemic. A very interesting trend started coming around, and that was licking toilets. Licking toilets to get corona. Yeah, you heard me, licking toilets. And we had these type of geniuses just going around licking toilets and putting themselves on the internet without having any idea how bad things would get down the line. Now, even in the context of no pandemic, I'm pretty sure we can say that this thing is fucking insane. And this happened. Number 2, people started fighting over toilet paper. And when I say fighting, I mean physically punching each other in the face to get toilet paper. Multiple clips started making their way on the internet from all over the world of people fighting for toilet paper. Fighting for toilet paper. We even had toilet paper scalping on Amazon. People kind of spent their life savings to buy toilet paper in hopes of reselling it for expensive prices on Amazon. So that's one thing that happened in the world with us humans in the past couple of months. Okay, number 3, going from the somewhat funny to the somewhat terrifying. Now this was the fact that there were so many bodies piling up because of the deaths from the pandemic that they had nowhere to store them. As such, different cities such as Madrid and also New York had to resort to alternative storing spaces for dead bodies, which were refrigerator trucks, swimming pools, and even hotels. Not only this, but people also did drive-by wakes and funerals because you weren't allowed to see the bodies of your loved ones. That was fucking insane. And this happened in the past 2 months. Number 4, a little closer to home this time, Germany, coming into asparagus season, required workers to pick this asparagus. Now, despite being there a global lockdown, a European lockdown in terms of travel between states, there was an exception made for Romanian farm workers to come from Romania all the way to Germany to pick asparagus. There were chartered flights in place, and unfortunately not enough protection measures in place for these Romanian workers that had no other options but to go work for money. Everybody got corona. So that's pretty insane. Asparagus worth more than human lives. And at number 5, the most insane thing that I think kind of happened in the past month has been the stranded babies in the Ukraine. You heard me, up to 1,000 potentially stranded babies in hotels in the Ukraine. Now this particular piece of news was covered by the New York Times, and effectively it's an effect of surrogacy. Surrogacy is when you have someone else carry your baby because you cannot reproduce or you are unable to, for whatever reason, have a baby. And apparently the biggest market for surrogate babies is the Ukraine. So people go there, they put in an order for a baby and they go pick it up in 9 months. The future. Now, because of the lockdown and the inability to travel to the Ukraine, these babies were getting delivered but there was nobody to pick them up. And because the surrogate mothers did not have their contract to actually care for the babies, what happened was, and what is happening is, hotels full of babies are getting filled up in the Ukraine because there's nobody to pick them. So companies there are just piling up babies until the pandemic is over and parents can come pick up their surrogate children. So we had pictures of hundreds of babies crying in the void and just being there in the Ukraine. So that's a little roundup of the fucking insane things that have happened in the past couple of months during the pandemic, and now that we're kind of returning a bit to normality, I think it's important not to forget that this shit happened, and hopefully we can learn from it and adapt going forward if there is a second wave to try to avoid this type of fucking mind-blowing scenario. Well, thanks a lot for watching. This was a video. If you guys did enjoy it, drop me a like, a subscribe, a comment, say something nice. You can also watch some of my original comedy. I've put them in the links and over here. And yeah, see you next time with hopefully not as fucked up news.